Alright guys, so today on the channel we're going to take a look at Memory Toys' Warbear. And this is going to be the special edition that we ordered from 5K Toys. If you didn't order for 5K Toys, there was some special armor that you weren't going to get with him. I think you might have gotten like the... Well, we'll get to all that in a minute. But anyways, here's the box. The box isn't much to look at. You know, it just kind of says Memory Toys. It's got a picture of the Warbear up here. Got a skull there, Berserker, Broken Claw. Yeah, I mean, this is the box. It's a pretty hefty box, but it's not really a lot to look at there, right? It's got some fur and... Anyways, it's a box. All right, so let me get the... It was so massive, I didn't have room for the box and the thing up here. But here he is. Warbear. He is a big, massive boy. Gosh, well, let's just get into it. Let's get into this thing. I mean, the detail on this thing is just amazing. Now, I do have a couple of nitpicky complaints, and not really nitpicky. They're good ones. But I mean, it's something that all these companies do. That's, to me, I've never known why they do this. To me, it's just ridiculous. But anyways, the quality on the build on this toy is just really great. It feels great. It feels hefty. It feels chunky. It feels like it's got good quality. It feels like a good figure. It doesn't feel, you know, chintzy or anything. It was heavier than I expected, for sure. There's a lot of plastic here. He's got a lot of detail. His fur as well. Everybody's getting beat up by this thing. His fur is nicely detailed in there. There's no washes in it. I would have preferred a little bit of washes in there, but that's fine. He's got some nice little armor. There is some washes in that armor. He's got his little belt there. He's got these two... these are actually accessories, and they come off. You pop his... It was easy to pop his hands off and do that. Now, the one thing that I did notice about him is that I thought his fur would be gray. But as you can see, or maybe you can't see in the video, this is silver. This is a very bright silver. Almost like a silverback, I don't know. But, you know, it's not gray at all. It's silver. I mean, he's a magical creature, I guess, so... I mean... I guess. I'm not going to lie. I thought, and I was really hoping that I would get the damn panda, but everybody's hoping for the panda. Was it 1 in every 100? You're not going to get that panda. That panda is going to be on eBay for $500. Probably more. But anyways, I don't know why they decided to make the panda like an exclusive. That's... Gosh, what a missed opportunity there. Because I might have picked up the panda and then one of these or one of the other ones. But being as this is the only one that really kind of called to me, you know, I might get the other one, but I really wanted this black bear version. So I thought his skin, like I said, would be gray, but silver's fine. It's, you know, he's a magical creature. Whatever. You know, silver. Okay, sounds great. So anyways, let's take the... He does come... Like I said, the extra stuff that you get from 5K Toys, I believe, is this war gear, his pauldron here, this chest piece, and I think this belt. I think this is a regular accessory, and I think this is a regular accessory. But you don't get this, this, and this if you don't order from 5K Toys. So that's like, I guess that's the extra armor. Yeah, you put this armor on him. Now, let me talk a little bit about accessories here before we get into all the articulation and stuff, because I think it's worth mentioning. I don't know who decided that these little goofy plastic plugs that you put into these belts and other action figures that I've seen, that you push this little wonky, goofy little plug, you try to push it into this belt to make it stick. The hole is too small, the plug is too wonky. I've only gotten one of them to ever go in, and I've been pushing for the past, you know, 10-20 minutes. And the same thing up here. This thing was so tight. You can see right here, it was so tight that it was absolutely hell getting this little thing to go in here. I'm waiting for it to pop off, and then I'm just gonna have to super glue it. super glue these two pieces together, or maybe take some sewing kit and just sew these two pieces together. I don't know yet. But anyways, I got the armor on. It stayed on. It was easy enough to get these, kind of, I guess you would call them handcuff things on here, on braces, hand bracelets over here on him. These iron shackles, that's the word I'm looking for. These iron shackles on here. It was easy enough to pop his arms off. But I absolutely hate these little plugs, and I hate it's the same kind of plug up here, and they're a mess. That's an absolute mess. I hate them. But actually, that's the only complaint that I have about this bear. And you guys, if you take all of this stuff off, he still looks freaking fantastic. But I do like the story that this tells, right? Maybe this is a warrior bear that's a little bit more, not just a berserker, a bananas, kind of monster out to just kill you. Maybe he's got some kind of story to tell, right? So that's why I really like him. So, and then you also get this, tree stump to smash heads across anybody who wants to mess with you. You also get two of these blood spatters that you can put on his claws there, and it, he can either be gashing at a figure, tearing out their innards or whatever. You can put them there. So you come with two of these. So you got two of these ripping claws, which he's got one there and one here. You've got two of these gripping claws, which I put one there to hold the bat, and then he's got another one for this arm. He's got more hands than Spider-Man. Then the Spider-Man came with it I did just a couple days ago. And then he's got two fists if he just wants to start pounding people in the head. So this is, he comes with a lot of, and he also comes with, I forgot, this kind of slashing in the air that you could also put on his hands there. And, it's kind of slashing through there or making slashing marks on stuff. So he comes with quite a bit. Like I said, if you order from 5K Toys, you get that accessory and that armor as well. So he's really kitted up. He's really got lots of accessories. For the price point, I think I paid $60 for this one. I think it was $60. Yeah, anyways, close enough, 60, 70, something like that. It's a good figure. I just hate the way this armor comes on. Let's look at some articulation. Hopefully this belt doesn't fall off and you don't see me have a meltdown up here, because then I'm just gonna have to glue this dumb stuff together. He can look up like this. He can look down like that. So he's got some range of motion there, right? He's got a pretty good range of motion. He can kind of twist his head a little bit there. And you saw that. He can open his mouth, close his mouth. He can turn this way. He can turn that way. He can turn quite a bit. So he can look either way. And he can go all the way around. So there you go. There you go all the way around if you need him to. There's a specific way that this other fur attaches. So there's that. So really good, really good articulation there on his head. He can do a T-pose, and this does get out of your way. So let's do the T-pose for you. There you go. Really good T-pose. He does not have a bicep cut, but he does have a cut down here at the elbow, and he can go in and out there. Hold on. Let me see if I can push this out. There you go. Push that out. Bring that in. It doesn't quite hit 90 degrees, but that's the extent of, the motion there. In and out motion down here, and it does twist all the way. So you've got that. He's got a cut at the torso right here. Boy, just wielding this guy is tough. He's got a cut down here at the mid-torso. It's very easy to twist there. Does he have a lot of crunch? Let's see. I didn't really test the crunch part. I hadn't messed around with that. He doesn't have any crunch. There's no crunching. He's stuck there. On his legs, let's see what he's got for his legs there. He can do the splits real well. I'll tell you right now. He can do some pretty good splits for a chunky guy. There you go. Really good splits for a bear, because he keeps trying to go to splits. He can kick up not very far. He can kick up maybe that far. Oh, look, you know what? He has a waist cut. No, he doesn't have a waist cut. It's just, Yeah, no, he doesn't have a waist cut. He can kick up that far, and you know, that's pretty good. And he can go back. Let's see how far he can move it. He doesn't have double jointed legs, and he doesn't have a thigh cut. There's no thigh cut. You can move it a little bit here like that. He does have a cut here on his elbow. I mean, on his elbow, on his knee, which you can kind of do a boot cut there. But it's one of those joints. You know which joints I'm talking about. Let's see if we can pull that out. So he can go straight like that, and then he can bend back like that. So that's the knee cut right there, almost like a NECA cut. So that's what he's got there. He's got a toe articulation, just jump past. He's got ankle articulation as well with the little peg hole there. Let's see how far you can go down with this ankle. It's not very far, about that far there, that far up. So that's all he's got. But I do like the ankle pivot. It's come out handy quite a bit. So anyways, did you guys see my earlier in the video? I went ahead and put, it's almost just, this guy is tough to move around. He's not super sticky or super tough to move. It just, he's big. It requires a lot to move him around. Holy moly. So anyways, I really like the gear that he's got on. I hope it doesn't come off. I just don't feel like having to go through putting it on all the time. What does he look like next to standing next to a few guys there? What, you know, maybe you're gonna put him up against a Joe or something. I don't know. Let's see what he looks like standing next to, of course, our #1 favorite, Mr. Destro. Definitely towers over Destro there. You could definitely attack him and take him out. This is what he looks like standing next to Star Wars figure. Definitely bigger than that. There he is to the side. Just, you know, gigantic. And then let's look at maybe a, what do we got left? What do we got left? We'll do Mr. Daredevil there. What's another one that's pretty ubiquitous? We've got Mr. Daredevil. You know what? We haven't done here, let's do a Captain America real quick. He's kind of a tall guy. Still towers over him. But anyways, that's how tall he is. Definitely a big fella. Oh, you know what? Where is Ursa? Here is our Marvel BAF. He stands taller than Ursa. Let's see if we can put them side by side in the same shot. Stands taller than Ursa, and Ursa's jaw does not articulate. That's one of the things that I was like, come on, we couldn't get an articulating jaw. That really bothered me. But anyways, that's Ursa from the Marvel Legends BAF. Definitely towers above the Marvel BAF, right? I think my money's on this guy right here to win in a fight, just because he's so much bigger. But I mean, it doesn't leave it in the dust, but it definitely lets you know, much bigger creature. Anyways, guys, wow, this thing was huge. This thing is huge. Am I happy with the purchase? I really am. I really do like it. It's, you know, the articulation on it isn't the best, and that's because of the nature of this particular figure. It's a big, chunky figure, and it has a lot of things in the way of it that are sculpted in order for it to look like this. So I think they did the best job that could be done. I do like all the detail work that went in it. I do like all the paint. I do like all the accessories that they put in it. Overall, I'm going to give it maybe like a 4 out of 5. And the only reason that you know, maybe it's like a 4.5. No, you know what? I'm going to give it a 4. And the reason for the 4 is because I really hate the way that they put these those little things that they put. It really takes a lot of enjoyment out of me having to constantly fidget with these war gear pieces. I really wish they'd have done a better job. It's not a bad figure at all. It's a 4 out of 5. So I definitely recommend it. You know, if you like, you know, what is my friend Kyle Peterson said, hairy bipedal creatures. It's a fantastic figure. Could it have been better? I would have just liked them to figure out a better way, maybe some hooks or something else. Velcro. I don't know. I'll probably end up Velcroing this because I don't want to make it permanent. Magnets, something. I just can't deal. I can't deal with those little goofy little things that they put on it. So in the end, I do recommend it. 4 out of 5. Articulation is the best that they could do. But what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna, I think they're still in stock over at 5K Toys. Are you guys gonna go out and try to get the Panda? I don't think I want to go out and try to get the Panda. I think this one is enough for me. You know, I just enjoy the way that this creature looks. So leave it in the comments below. You're gonna go get it. Do you think it'll add to your collection? Do you think it'll add to your G.I. Joe stuff or classified lines? Do you need a werewolf bear or a warbear to add to your fantasy collections? I think it might scale really well with Mythic Legions. I don't do a lot of Mythic Legions, but it looks in that same vein. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And if you're so inclined, and as always, as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep rolling it out.